Standing by with twinspires.com, Louisiana Derby winning trainer Brad Cox. And Brad, that was a fun stretch run.
Yeah, and that was exciting. Obviously, not a lot of pace, and he was at, last. But he showed up. He ran big. He's a tricky horse. He's hard to get a line on, but he shows up in the afternoon. Mile and 3/16, and now a mile and a quarter for the Kentucky Derby. We'll see. 6 weeks to preparing. Hopefully, we can get him there happy, healthy, and in good shape.
Get in that picture.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Brad Cox, of course, did win the Kentucky Derby with Mandaloun via disqualification back in 2021. He's got plenty of time, though, he says.
So when he says he's a tricky horse to get a line on, a lot of times these trainers base their judgments on horses by not just how they run in the afternoon, but how they train in the morning. And apparently when you watch this horse train in the morning, he just looks like an average Joe. He doesn't look that good at all. But yet in the afternoon, he shows up like he did today.
And who they train against, and horses that beat him routinely in the afternoon, that he in the morning, that he kills in the afternoon. So
better than being a morning glory, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so what were we impressed by today?
Endlessly in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. Now, granted, he's the most impressive horse. I think he has a chance to even go forward more. But again, he's never run on dirt, and we don't even know if he's heading for the Kentucky Derby yet.
He's the horse today that gave you the sort of wow factor with that move that he made coming to the quarter pole, right? He was visually the most impressive of any horse in the race. But, we've said this so many times over the years, it was on synthetic. And synthetic and dirt can be two completely different animals. And the Endlessly you saw today, it may be totally different when you get him on dirt at Churchill Downs. We don't know.
Well, we look forward to maybe see him in the starting gate, but what we will look forward to in the here and the now, well, that's more Kentucky Derby prep races coming up over the next few weeks. So the 100-point races, we've got 2 already in the books, but a lot more to look forward to, and much of it you'll see right here on CNBC. So the UAE Derby, Maidan in Dubai, Florida Derby, Arkansas Derby on March 30th, and then we'll have a trio of races, Wood Memorial, Bluegrass, and the Santa Anita Derby, which you can catch right here. And the Lexington Stakes, don't forget about that one. It is the final prep race with 25 points to the winner. Now, in terms of the Florida Derby, they did draw this race earlier today. It'll be at Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach, Florida. A big field of 11 and a familiar face. Fierceness draws far outside, 8-5 on the morning line. Do we see this horse bouncing back?
I think he's one of the most likely horses that you can see run off and win by himself by a very impressive 4 or 5 lengths, and would be one of the favorites, if not the favorite, going into the Kentucky Derby.
He trains too good in the morning not to bounce back, really. The Holy Bull performance was so puzzling that you almost have to think that he's going to bounce back and run a big race.
Yeah.